Good evening, folks of the UK, and hopefully international. Have you bought any Bitcoin yet? I don't know. Apparently, only 7% of us own any Bitcoin. The other day, I was speaking to a military officer. This guy is going to have degrees coming out of his ears, probably in economics. You know what he said to me? When I started speaking to him about Bitcoin, he said, "Is Bitcoin still a thing?" What? Those were his exact words. Is Bitcoin still a thing? Then the other day, speaking to a Gen Z checkout girl in a supermarket in Tesco's. She was 18. Starting to speak to her, she mentioned something about crypto. I started speaking to her about Bitcoin. She hadn't really had a clue. She'd only heard of it. She knew nothing about it. Knew nothing about it was, what it does, what it is. How holding some Bitcoin is going to change your life because the world's going to change. It's the future of money. And she's Gen Z. She should know more than me. Anyway, here's some news for you. If you don't think Bitcoin, why wouldn't you want to buy some Bitcoin? Right. Recently, this may change your mind. MicroStrategy, Michael Saylor. He's just raising another $42 billion in equity to buy that amount worth of Bitcoin. $42 billion worth of Bitcoin he's going to buy. The dude's already got on for 300,000 Bitcoin. And you don't own any. The top 9 companies in the world, public companies in the world, over the last year have accumulated over 1 million Bitcoin between them. And you're sat there with your degree in economics thinking, I'll just stick with my constantly printed money out of thin air, pounds, because I can't be asked. Can't be fucking asked to research 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your time into Bitcoin. I'm a Bitcoiner. It makes me smile. Because I don't have a degree. I don't think you need a degree. You just need to listen to the right people and read books. Which ironically is what you're paying. So I'm educating myself. Probably beyond the degree level. For free. Using the internet and the library. or the library before the advent of YouTube. Educating myself for free. How many have spent thousands on an overpriced education? They could have gotten for free. Now they're in debt to pay back the fiat currency, which is depreciating 10% every year. Oh dear. It makes me laugh. Don't come crying to me when Bitcoin hits 1 million, then $10 million. Don't even think of it like that. You gotta start thinking in Bitcoin. Very soon, in 2030, well, at the moment, yeah. Let me think. Let me think in Bitcoin for you. 6 to 10 Bitcoin in the UK will buy you a house. A nice one. An averagely nice property. 6 to 10 Bitcoin. In 2030, 1 Bitcoin will be able to buy you a house. Maybe more. In 2045, hopefully I'm still alive. Hopefully many of you have realized early on before 2045, I've got some Bitcoin. And then you won't be working. Because I won't be. Hopefully I'm still here, touch wood. But I definitely won't be working anymore. Ah. I can't believe, can you believe that? 9 of the top companies have acquired 1 million Bitcoin. If you don't know the price, go and check it, then do the maths on the calculator. Because it blew my effing mind. And everyone, even the educated, the majority, I mean, not everyone, the majority, just don't care that this is gonna demonetize banks. It's gonna demonetize gold. It's gonna demonetize rental property. If those reasons aren't waking you up, I don't know, maybe electrotherapy may. I think soon in the new year, or before the new year's out, Bitcoin will hit $100,000 per 1 Bitcoin. I think that's going to wake a lot more of the smaller companies up. Yeah. It's probably like 400,000 smaller scale companies in the world. Maybe they've already started to invest in Bitcoin. Yeah. Like BlackRock was buying Bitcoin for years, since 2017, 16. They're just, like the others, have been doing it very silently. Very tactically, very quietly, tactically, just acquiring Bitcoin. I don't know how they've done it without governments up until now. Obviously, it gets to a point where people will find out and have, and the world's found out. But it doesn't matter now because they've got it and they've held it and they're securely holding it. And when Bitcoin hits $1 million, they're just going to be 1,000 times richer than they are now. So, folks, the time is to buy Bitcoin is right now. What if Bitcoin goes to 20 million in 10 years' time? One Bitcoin is going to be worth $20 million of purchasing power. And you haven't got any. What if it hits? It is one of the wildest price predictions. Think about this. One Bitcoin could eventually, potentially hit 1 billion, billion with a B, $1 billion. $1 billion per Bitcoin. Just think about that. All right. Good night, folks.